switch that back over. And we're live, baby. Hit YouTube and Twitch, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. What up, chat? I figure it'd probably be a little advantageous to just leave the strategy up during the live here and there. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if y'all wanna participate from anything that gets sent off, you can do that. But let me make sure. I'm gonna go through all my time frames on the bot first, actually. Let's go check out CAD JPY on the 15-minute real quick. We're gonna come back to gold because I think I want to trade gold a little bit today. Not much traded real early this morning. Been kind of chilling. Bot hasn't traded very much at all with the CAD JPY today, but I mean, like, that's to be expected. It's Friday. It has its more active hours. As y'all can see, there's more down here. They do that. Let's check out NAS on the 5. Wait, I'm tripping. That was the wrong time frame. CAD JPY on the 15-minute is what I was supposed to be looking at. That makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Recommended at least. Not bad. It's weird. CAD JPY is the one that's like the win rate is consistently less than 50%. Yet, because it cuts losses well, as you can see down here, still very profitable. And then let's check out BTC on the 15 and the 30-minute. We get the 15-minute first. Are we in a short or in a? Oh no, we just got out of short. Sold here, just got out here. So like barely a profit, but a little bitty profit. It was just a little early on the entry, but so are most traders. Actually, before let me see about the 30-minute. The 30-minute's even better. The 30-minute took the sell here. Dang, that was a sniper. Jesus, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. You see that right there? Bot took a sell. Clean. It's still in the cell actually. Still in the cell. So bots sold right here. Harmony took a sell here. I have the notifications on my phone. I just haven't been paying attention to them. So I got notified that it took a sell, but because I keep the 30-minute. Personally, like, I like the 15-minute. It's cool. And like on the weekends, sometimes it's better, but for the most part, I keep the BTC bot on, or the bot on the 30-minute when trading BTC. And then Euro on the hour time frame. Don't listen, if y'all buy the bot, or if you use the bot, buy the bot, whether it's my team or a consumer. Don't put Euro on nothing but the hourly time frame. Euro USD, don't let it do nothing else. We're not in any trades. We got out of a long right there. It'll consistently hit around 0.5% a day. Roughly 0.5% a day. do that, and then on the 30-minute. That's better. Yeah, so just to kind of explain, so there's a lot of different time frames and whatnot, and what you have the ability to do when you go through setting up our bot is, because we have all the instructions when you purchase it and whatnot, but whenever you set it up to trade, you set the time frame that it trades on, and that's, they were back tested on different and specific time frames to kind of get the best out of one algo, right? So I'll say it again. I said it in the last live. Be sure that if you rock with the bot, use the time frames that are recommended. There are a few extras, like I'm not sure every single one that I just went through is on the recommended, but I got the best of the best and the ones that actually like are the most active for the consumer base. There's just a couple extras for me and my team. But I mean, like, the thing is, once you buy it, you have the ability to do even deeper testing and find ways to use this bot that we're not even using it. And but I mean, not much of a point to do that because it's a great bot. But I mean, if you're super techie and just want to, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's go look at some gold. Let's go look at some gold. I was seeing only on the 1 minuto. Gold only on the 1 minuto for this algo. So I saw some folks were selling gold off of this bounce. But the thing is, my bot nor the bird's eye tool said anything about selling gold. So I'm like, y'all probably about to get wiped. I like to listen to my tools because I built them to listen to the markets for me. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not even getting not even one of the confirmations from one of my tools, like, then it's just like, if it's a good sell, cool. You know what I mean? But I spent so much time building these tools to make, I mean, initially it was to make my own trading easier. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm tired of reading through all of this, doing all this extra. I want to have something that can just go ahead and confirm my entries for me after I have my general bias. And there's the birth of the bird's eye tool. And then, well, actually, I started building the bot before I started building the bird's eye tool. It's just I took a break from the bot to build the bird's eye tool because the bot it takes a lot of time, and you want to give it a chance to live trade. Because back testing it with the replay tool is cool, but seeing it develop through the markets over a period of 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months. You know what I mean? That gave us the chance to really see what this bot can do and have the confidence that we have in it. So luckily building the bird's eye tool was a little bit, I wouldn't say easier. They were both just about equally difficult to build. It's just they were different, like, realms of building. Like with the bot, I'm going back and forth, refining, making sure the strategy doesn't like over leverage, or it doesn't over trade or under trade, or what I'm saying, get good entries, really actually be me when it's not me. You know what I mean? So that takes a lot of back and forth, tedious edits, trial and error, and whatnot. With more so on the tool side, it's just about getting the code right. Like that, we had the structure, the whole everything was planned out how how it was gonna be. It's just a matter of like getting all of the coding right. And I have a degree in IT, but I'm also dyslexic, so it makes it a little challenging at times when I'm in the tech studio and I'm coding, because I won't always catch my own mistakes, and then that may, like, I may have a mistake in my code and then push it out, go test it live, and then it's giving me an error, but like the error means something that could mean a few things, so now I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know, it was just like I messed up like 2 3 characters in the line of code, and like little things like that was happening a lot. So that's why the bird's eye tool took like 2 months to build, but we got that out, we got that refined, and that's nice and ready for y'all to use. Son, you waking up? He's on. That boy ready to eat. Tell y'all, my son getting chunky. That boy getting chunky. Let me go ahead. I'll be forgetting this in the live out, because I don't think everybody turns on the notifications. I do not think everybody turns on the notifications. But let me go ahead and send it out. I feel like Sasuke with my hair like this. I ain't gonna lie. What y'all think? Chat. Let me make sure everybody got the link. All right. Damn. And then send it to the free chat. And then make sure my guys on Slack got it. Hey, if you haven't already, go to one of the videos on the channel and go to the bird's eye tool and save it to your home screen, y'all. I know y'all know how to do it, but I'm about to show y'all just in case you don't. It's free. There's no reason not to use it. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm trying to help y'all trade now. So if you're watching the replay, so you can go to the link in the description, go to the bird's eye tool. This thing here, I'll show y'all on the screen. Share this tab. Let's check out gold again. Yeah. That's why I didn't take a trade. It said neutral. So I was like, okay, it's probably gonna sit there for a while then. You know, I might take a sell at some point, but just not. It's not reasonable to enter right now because I'm not seeing some momentum coming in. Right. So y'all can have this tool at your disposal real easily, like, you know what I'm saying. I know, don't get on me by my phone, bro. I live in Aubrey, Texas, so I gotta go I gotta drive like 45 minutes to go to like places, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I see some bad reviews on the phone repair places around here, so I'm gonna go to Dallas and just get it done when I go to Dallas. But you hit this little thing down now, the little one in the middle. You scroll down to where it says add to home screen. Alright? Real easy like, and then you're gonna have it sitting on your screen like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cool. You just get a B in the middle of your screen. What? Psh, we love that. Psh, we love that. So everything's real streamlined. It's not in the App Store yet. I don't really care. It's not that. That's not a big lofty goal of mine. Oh, I'll get it in the App Store. I don't really care that much. Granted, for business purposes and streamline purposes, eventually we're gonna have it in the App Store. But as it stands, I don't care that much. They have there's more. I'm pretty sure there's extra more regulation. I'm gonna have to figure out before doing that anyway. Just getting it Google AdSense ready was yeah, it's just deep enough. You know what I mean? It's like it's a web tool, and I think when you get in the Apple Store, then like I said, more regulations. Then there's like you know possible limitations. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure that I can give everybody access, but I'm also sure that Apple can cut access whenever they feel like it to whoever they feel like it. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just stick them on too. You feel me? I'm about to buy this new URL for the site because I didn't realize that was making Google AdSense say no, that we can't fully approve the site. I was adding a whole bunch of other stuff, thinking like, all right, we got the privacy policy and everything. We got a little extra publishing data right there. You know what I'm saying? A little more girth to the page. A little more. You see, we got the little hover effect right here with the yellow. Like that's hard. You feel me? But I ended up talking to a friend of mine. He was like, oh yeah, nah, it's the onrender.com part. So I'm gonna get the custom domain. Pretty soon. I haven't been really in a rush about it just because of the fact that it's like $14. It's not expensive or anything like that. It's just a matter. I've been tracking like users and not tracking users, but like tracking usage and things like that. So we're trying to just get it pushed out, getting used more, and just getting some feedback. You know what I'm saying, whatnot. Before we move on to the next steps. So it'll have its own custom domain. It'll definitely be before my birthday. My birthday is July 23rd, by the way. First day of Leo season, just so y'all know. But we'll have the custom domains set up before my birthday. It's just I ain't really been rushing it, but I was submitting it over and over, and it was getting denied, and that I didn't realize until very recently, like a week ago, it's a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. That it was because of the custom domain part. So it'll be ready for a little bit of AdSense. It's like, yeah, it's a free tool, so there's gonna be a little ad, but the ads aren't gonna like block anything or hinder you. You're not gonna have to like, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a couple of big, super huge, probably like plus 500 or somebody like that, with some ads over here on the side, you know what I mean? Something like that. So I really want to make sure that it doesn't hinder the experience while using the tool or anything. It's just that's passive revenue from my new son. You know what I mean? So because this is his. This is actually technically it belongs to TDB right now, but all of this IP is going to the kids. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and put that on your home screen. And because so it's easily accessible. You ain't gotta go saying find no links or nothing. It's just like every other app on your phone. You can use this app. Then you got the app that you get your information from me, whether that be Discord, Telegram, Slack, and then you got your trading app, and then like that's all you need. That's all you need. You good. Maybe have you can have the Forex Factory page right next to the Bird's Eye tool just to have it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I have it on mine, you know what I'm saying? I recommend it just so you know when the red folder's coming out. But teach his own. Just make sure you get the tool on your home screen, cause ain't no reason not to have that, cause it's free. You legit got free sauce, the freest of sauce. Okay, share this tab instead. Let's see if we can get. Alright, let me see. Jimmy C here. We're at least gonna get a pullback to do that. That's what I thought. Right here. Oh, so perfect. The markets just do math. I'm telling y'all, man. The markets just do math. Sold right here. I don't know why it got out so early. I guess it just didn't. It didn't like it. It was feeling this buy coming. It was feeling this buy coming. It was like, you know what? I'm cool. Got in the sell. Got to a little profit. Was like, you know what? I'm cool. Went ahead and got out. Um, I'd want to see like, yeah. Before like buys are like really cool. Um, at least on this micro level here. Just to retest this high that was made. Like we'll probably get a bounce off of here that retests that high that was made. But like as far as like entries. Um, well, actually, let me just put that down. Yeah, I want these. I want these here. Something like this. That we still have left from here. You know what I mean? Little bit of a hole right there. We could punch into. Um, I think once these lows get swept though, I think we're probably decent to go to the upside with all the geopolitical news going on. And then most likely gonna go test this 3-3 or 3-4-4-3 area zone mark high, whatever you want to call it. And then probably see some. Gosh, see on the 50-minute it takes a lot of trades. I mean on the 1 minute it takes a lot of trades too. But on the 15-minute it's too many trades like without chilling. And that's why you use it on the time frames that you're supposed to use it on, y'all. But let me take that off just to kind of get it out y'all face a little bit for a second while I go through some of the other majors. Let's go look at oil. Actually, hold on, cause I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, oil 5 minute. That one's not in the guide either. Just because oil can be very very volatile. And the spreads can be on the bigger side. Um, but every was it Monday and Tuesday? I have a schedule where I set my bot to trade different things on different days based on backtested data. Um, oil trades on the 5 minute Monday and Tuesday for most of the day. Today ain't been a terrible day. But I mean, the profit factor or the profitable trade percentage is usually a little bit higher. But like I said, when you have a strategy that has really good risk management, the win rate matters way less. Way less if you're managing your risk well. If you're taking 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 3 trades, risking only 1 to 2% of your account, you can lose 5 trades and then one put you in profit. You can lose 3 trades back to back. One trade put you in profit. You understand? So like, make sure y'all managing the risk well, because you know what I'm saying. The moment that you don't, you open yourself up to market manipulation. Because like the only thing to say to make it so market manipulation doesn't affect you is to risk well. Because then when they manipulate the markets, then you're either only down a little bit, or it just stops you out, and you know you took a little tiny L, and now you're done with the trade and you can move on. You know what I mean? Just make that a little clear. We're not in a trade on oil at the moment. It got out of a got in a trade here, got out of it there. Um, Now, like it's really profitable and it's great, but we're still gonna be doing updates to make it better over time. Like I still feel like it can, like its entries are amazing, its exits can be a little a little bit better. You know what I mean? And it's one like code that's connected whenever I send out the look whenever you purchase it and you get the private link for it. So whenever I update it on my system, it'll update across across everybody. So um, you'll instantly get the benefits, the rewards. Now, granted, I won't update anything that I haven't back tested on a different platform first. Um, just because like I'd hate to update it and then like it does something I'm not expecting. I've been working with this bot long enough to know that I gotta see it be amazing before like I gotta see it be wonderfully amazing, beat my expectations before I feel confident enough to put it out in front of you guys. That's just me. I mean, I don't like to put out shoddy products. You know what I mean? Everything I try to make everything as high quality as possible across all of TDB and its subsidiaries, whether it's the content, the trading, the books, the audio books, the clothes, everything. I want everything to be top of the line because I move with the spirit of excellence. If you talk to people in my personal life, like they're gonna tell you like yeah, nah, he's a motivating, like he's gonna make you get up, like he likes to be perfect, tries to be perfect. I don't lie, I'm not perfect. Tries to be perfect. Mad perfectionist. I get that from both my mother and my father actually. My mother is super like what's it called? Um OCD. That's what it is. Yeah, my mom's super OCD. And then my father's a perfectionist. Oh God, he is. Oof. So I get it. I get it from them, honestly. So that's why I'm so tedious about everything that we do and making sure that everything really hits how it's supposed to. I don't ever want to put out a product and then have to be a little worried in my mind if this product is good enough. It's like nah. If I have to worry about if it's good enough, I'm probably not putting it out. You know what I mean? Like that's with, and like I said, that spans across all of TDB and its subsidiaries. Let me turn this off for a second, just so I can get a. Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna get our. I think we're gonna get our entry. I think we're gonna get this low tapped and like with this whole little 2 weeks and I pretty sure I either said on the last video or the last live session or one of the live sessions about this whole like me having a gut feeling about things and then the news like I put an entry or I put a area of interest there and then the news and data just ends up supporting it and pushing it perfectly. This could take about roughly 2 weeks to get down to this zone here. It could be sooner. It could be sooner. But with Trump coming out and saying that he's gonna take 2 weeks to decide on if he wants to strike Iran or not, well, that's the kind of fundamental cooling that will support this whole setup that we have here on U.S. oil. So um, oil prices cool off just a little bit, and then talks end up breaking down in 2 weeks, and then bombs start flying some more, and then it shoots through the roof. That's a scenario I can smell playing out. Now, granted, if something happens like big between then we could see this level just get broken, and then I'll be looking to get in on the retest to take this higher because I do think that we get into these 80, 82, 84 levels. I do believe that with all the because it's not just what I'm saying. It's not just Iran and Israel that have problems right now on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of debt, and so I believe this and gold may just start climbing as investors are like, screw this, let me go where it's safe at, you know. And as people start dumping their money in oil, dumping their money in gold, we're gonna start seeing those prices rise. Um, Markets are definitely a little bit on the chiller side than I expected on this Friday. I mean, NASDAQ's probably moved. Yeah, NASDAQ's doing. Of course, NASDAQ's doing the most. Um, oh wait, there's the entry from the last live. Said that entry was gonna get touched again. What'd I tell y'all? I swear, if y'all go through all the live sessions, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, if you're watching the replay, go back, check me on it. Was he really cooking? Is he really cooking that much? Like, check my work and say it in the comments. Like, if I'm capping, say nah, that's cap, drip. You not like that. You was wrong. I'm here for the hate. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's all on video, so I'm not. um, Entry got touched again, and then it shot off of it. But I think we go lower. Um, markets like to sell off and then bounce after BS. But I think I'm confident in this 2800 level here. I think all this is just shoddy bounces. Now, granted, I mean, like, if somebody was on a live session and they marked this on their chart and they got a buy off of it, by all means, you know what I mean? Like, this is like this is super low risk, really small trade. It's not trading advice. I say this everywhere on my channel. Um, I'm like putting a disclaimer in every single video. Y'all know this is not financial advice. But real low risk. Boom, bounced off. Got, you know what I'm saying. Let me see. At the peak of this run up, of 4,200 pips. Currently sitting about half that. Not bad. Not a bad move. Not a bad move. And if you were there on the live, you'd have been able to catch that because I said it was gonna happen. Probably get a bounce off there, fall off. But I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna be looking to get in down here. Pre that level, I'm just kind of speculating. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just here for the ride. I'll let you know what I am in on my personnel accounts. I'm in a sell for AUD Chef and a buy for GP We talked about that on yesterday's live session. This is the trade. Same trade. Actually, we talked about this on like one of the episodes and live sessions. We've been in this for a little while. All this walkiness going on and whatnot. It hit the first little take profit area. I'm not actually changing my trade there. I just know we're probably gonna get some stoppage there, so I just kind of wanted to have it marked. Our TP is gonna be. That's actually, I don't even think that's the full TP. No, it's not the full TP. I just know once we get to here, we're probably gonna get a pullback for us to get some more entries. So this trade doesn't end here. It's just I'm gonna set up another trade once price starts getting up there, and just kind of like let these entries ride out with their stop losses and profit because yeah, this is full TP here. It may be a while before we get there, but this whole ping pong effect, we got a little W going on. I can see that playing out. We may sell off of there once we get there, but yeah, that's quite a bit of pips before reaching there. About just over 500 pips. So it's gonna be a while before we get the full move for sure. But it's a nice swing. It's definitely a nice swing, and it's supported fundamentally. Y'all can go do y'all research on that. I'm not the fundamental trader. I mean, I'm a fundamental trader, but I'm not the go through all the super duper in depth fundamentals with y'all. It's just not. It's not not my lane. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can slide over to my boy Nick for that. He's got all the fundamentals for you. Let's look at tripping. I wish I would have remembered to take this trade the way that I set it up. I usually don't set up trades like this, but I set it up with an ellipse. That it was like once it breaks out of this, retest it, leaves it, I was gonna get in and sell, but I just didn't. Um, to to slightly alternative way to kind of trade breakouts. I noticed over the years that, you know what I'm saying, like breakouts don't always be so rigid to where like you have to use a box for it. So that's why I use ellipses sometimes. I definitely recommend it for y'all. They do that. We got a little bit of sell off here. I'm really looking to get down here. Made that low there. I'm looking for that low to get broken and us to get down here, and then we'll see what fundamentals are looking like once we do swing down here. I'll put a little no, wrong one. We're already in the sell. In a wee bit of profit. I just didn't put it on this chart. I haven't got all of my. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing this forever, but I go through different devices so much, and I have so many different devices. I haven't integrated them. Like I have my trade locker on every. I have all my different trade lockers on all my different devices, because I have quite a few different trade locker accounts. But like I don't have it all integrated to where like I know a lot of other guys have it like the trading view is set up same trading view on their phone that they use. I don't like to use trading view on my phone though. That's why I'm like I like to use trading view on my laptop. I'm okay with trade locker on my phone. I don't really like doing much charting on my phone though. Like I'll look at trades here and there, but I rather be on my MacBook or my Dell if I'm gonna be or even my iPad for real, but like not my phone. I don't like charting on my phone that much. That's why I never really cared to like super duper integrate all of them. But I've started to do it a little bit. Like I said with the trade locker, like I can check that from any device, but because I have so many different trade lockers, I don't generally have them all logged in to the same one. So like if I'm like not at home, I could log out of the trade locker on my phone to log into another one to check it, but I don't feel like doing that, man. Who feels like doing that a few times a day? I'll just wait till I get home and I'll check on it when I get there. It's because I have to monitor, you know, all the firms' different accounts and trading activities. Keep my traders accountable. Make sure they're, you know, minding their P's and Q's, tapped in, know what's going on, things like that. Nothing super major. What's the timestamp at? 39. All right. Y'all have the setups. Y'all have the entries. Entries are basically at entry. So yeah, if you're watching the replay, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and that bell icon. All that is gonna tell the algorithm that this is good content and needs to be pushed forward. I try to, come on here and give y'all the best show that I can. I know that the production quality isn't the super duper highest, but I'm developing in my lane as a network producer, film show producer, in having everything set up and you know put together well. I don't have a team of folks. I just had a baby, so really just kind of locked in, have everything set up in the corner in the room because we actually just got past my lady's 6 weeks, so she can be more active. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of fallen in love with having the office space in the room, just right next to the bed. It's really easy to just pop up and work. Yeah, before I had it either have my full setup out in the foyer or in the office downstairs. This is just a little more. I feel just as professional, but it still feels more laid back at the same time. You know what I mean? I know when I first started doing this, I couldn't have everything too close to my bed because I would felt like I was like being a little too lazy, like not getting up. Like when I was checking charts, I would just like reach up and whatnot. Um, but after some time, after more development in the space, more maturity within myself, it's easier to just pop up and go to work next to my bed. Plus, having doing the coding and building the apps and whatnot definitely caused a maturity shift there because it's just like I can't code from the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get up. So definitely built some better habits. In 2025 already. And I love growing and developing. I'll always be a proponent of it. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how wise you are. It doesn't matter how successful you are. You always have something to learn. And if you think you don't, then you stupid. Like I actually feel like your critical thinking hurts if you think that you don't have nothing else to learn on this earth. And me, I got plenty to learn. I got plenty of growing to do, and I am excited to do that so I can impart it upon my son and things like that. Like he's gonna know how to trade, but he's not gonna really have to because we built all the systems and whatnot. Like I'm gonna teach him how to trade, so he can know how to trade because he's gonna be running everything. But he's most likely not gonna do very many manual trades too much throughout his life outside of like the big stuff. You know what I mean? The really big stuff. But I crawled so he can run. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have to go through doing a whole bunch of extra time consumption and getting money together um, through manual trading, extra chart time. I've taken that out for him first. You know what I mean? So, soon as he come through the gate, get the reins, get the chains, it's up there. I don't know what he gonna turn my company into. I hope he doesn't like mess it up or anything. I don't care to do that. But I know that like my goal is to just do as much as possible and then sit back and see what he does with it because you know our kids are better than us, guys. Our kids are better than us, y'all. And if you don't want your kid to be better than you, then you shouldn't be having kids. You should not be having kids. He's gonna blow all my accomplishments out the water. He's gonna every stat that I put down, he's gonna destroy it. And I can't wait to see it. But I am gonna set the bar pretty high for you, son. You hear me? All right. Now I'm finna get out of here. Again, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. If you're watching the replay, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and that bell icon, all of that. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. I always say it. I'm going to say it the same way. All that tells the algorithm that this is good content, has value, and it needs to go forward. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Free to hit that like button. All right? Again, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody. I'm going to catch you on the next one.